morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, OGO4 special related for chemistry, and I hope you that you enjoy my first video on crystal field splitting. If you didn't watch that video, you can go to my channel and you can watch crystal field splitting if you want. And I welcome to my physical chemistry section. First of all, I'm going to discuss about these electrochemical cells. As we know this, when you are dealing with electrochemical cells, the first thing that you're coming to mind is this: how the electricity is working with chemistry. And when you're dealing with electrochemical cells, we can basically we have two kind of electrochemical cells. One is galvanic cell, or we call voltaic cell. Other one is the electrolytic cell. In galvanic cell, what happens is this chemical energy is converted to electrical energy in a spontaneous reaction. That means when we are having a particular chemical reaction, then we can get electricity from that reaction. That is actual thing that happened in the galvanic cell. And actually what happened in the electrolytic cell, we know some kind of reactions that we cannot do spontaneously. For carry out those kind of reaction, we have to supply some electrical energy, and we convert that electrical energy to chemical energy, and we carry out that reaction. This kind of cell is known as electrolytic cells. Mainly we are dealing with these two cells, galvanic cells and the electrolytic cells. And in every electrochemical cells, we can identify very two basic parts, or very two basic electrodes, or we call them half reactions, or we call them as like one is called as anodic half reaction, other one is called as a cathodic half reaction. What is this anode and cathode? We have to identify and we have to understand it very clearly. Absolutely, the place where oxidation take place is known as the anode. The place where reduction take place is known as the cathode. That is how you have to remember. Don't by heart. Where oxidation take place, anode; where reduction take place, cathode. If we take a galvanic cell, if we take only a galvanic cell, we know that I told that in that spontaneous reaction is occur. What happen? A species will undergo oxidation. If we take M, it will undergo oxidation and release electrons. It releases electrons. The place where undergo oxidation is the anode. As it releases more electrons, it is more negatively charged. That is the negative electrode is the anode in galvanic cell, and it has some low potential because due to this more electrons around it. And in the cathode is a place where taking electrons, if we take X plus electrons, it is where reduction, because to attract electrons it should be positive charge, therefore it is have some high potential. But what happen in electrolytic cells means, in electrolytic cells the reaction is not spontaneous. Because of that, anode have to take electrons from outside. To take electron outside, the anode have positive charge. Anode is positive charge and cathode is negative charge in electrolytic cells. But in the anode, the oxidation take place. In the cathode, reduction take place. This is the simplest definition that I can give in for electrolytic cells and galvanic cells. And I will hope to do more videos on these electrochemical cells. This is a simple introduction for electrochemical cells, galvanic and electrolytic cells. And I also like to share with you the differences between the galvanic and electrolytic cells. We will see the differences between these two. If we take a voltaic cell, what happens in there is, since you are not clear about this, okay, I think it's clear. Yeah, chemical energy turn to electrical energy. What happens in the electrolytic cell? Electrical energy turn to chemical energy. The redox reaction is spontaneous in voltaic cell but non-spontaneous in electrolytic cells. And we know that in the voltaic cells, the two half reactions are in two separate containers, and they are connected via salt bridge. I will explain these things in next video surely, and due to this only you get just the idea. I will explain in here. In the electrolytic cells, two electrodes are in the same container. I will explain why they are in the same container and they are in different containers in the next videos. And in your voltaic cells, the anode is negative charge, cathode is positive charge. But in electrolytic cells, anode is positive charge, cathode is negative charge. And also in here voltaic cells, electrons are supplied by the species that oxidize and move from anode to cathode via the external circuit. But in the electrolytic cells, the electrons are supplied from external battery and to cathode, and they are come out from the anode. These are the major differences that we can observe in voltaic and electrolytic cells. If you have any problem, you can contact me via comment section. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.